and earthquakes in diverse places, right? Look at all the earthquakes, man. Utah, the Philippines, I mean, you name it. The pulsating geyser that's in Yellowstone, that's the size of Chicago, you name it, man. These earthquakes, are happening. The pestilence, you just had the locusts, who are swarming still there, Africa and Southeast Asia, right, by the billions. You also have this COVID 19. You have the common flu. You have the H1N1, the H5H9, H5N9. You have all these different pestilences, man, that are plaguing. And right now, COVID's taking the show. But you have rivers. Toronto just had a river turn blood red, right? So, hey, man, and it's not the first time it's happened. It happened 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and a year ago. Um, so, however it happened is how it happened. But it's a sign, man. Signs and wonders, man. And we are not dismayed, man. We understand and we believe, and we know He's coming. Um, Real quick, I'm gonna grab this. This is Second Ezra 16, and let's go to 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And this is Esdras, man. He just found out, that he's going to be delivered, just seen his deliverance. But he cries out, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because this is the beginning of sorrows. And we are headed for some very perilous times. That ain't going to be no joke. So this famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Verse 19, right? Because, hey, man, let's look that word up. Amendment. I should probably just look up amend. Well, I'll start with amendment. All right, early 13th century, betterment, improvement, persons, correction, right here, correction, reformation. This is an online etymology dictionary, by the way. Amendment, rectification, correction, advancement, improvement, from amender, since to expand, include correction of error in a legal process, right? An alteration of a writ or bill to remove its faults. And that's beautiful, because a legal process, the Most High gave us laws that we were supposed to follow, and we broke them. And this is our correction. The alteration of a written bill, we have an oath with the Most High, right? A covenant, right? First covenant and the second covenant, the old covenant and the new covenant, the testament, right? So the new covenant is being ushered in, right? The old covenant we are under, and it's kind of, we're in like a furlough period, right? So right now we're being punished for disobeying the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And this is my last scripture, and I'm gonna get up out of here. But this is for the men of the Lord, man, who have taken it upon themselves to listen to the Most High when He called, right? Who the Most High actually directeth our steps, so it's not free will. It's not like, oh, we just one day heard the word. Man, no, this was either put in you or it wasn't. He chose to elect from the foundation of the world, and you're either a part of that number or you're not, right? So it's not that simple as, oh, anybody can just be a man of the Lord. It is and it isn't. You may think you came up with the idea to go listen to the brothers out there teaching, take notes, study, show yourself approved, get in a camp, right? But really, the Most High put that spirit in you, and He gave you the ears to hear. So if this resonates to you, you like the sound of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's message and His doctrine, and it resonates with you, you could possibly be a man of the Lord. And that's what we're all fighting for, man. We're fighting for that penny, and we're fighting for that crown. And it's not like we're disobediently fighting, man. We're fighting in the way he told us to, which is by doing the work, man. Doing the work and being faithful. You got to mingle this work with faith. If you don't believe, and you don't believe Yahweh Shai is coming back in a chariot to deliver his elect, you don't believe that the Most High created Adam as Yahweh Shai, and he came back multiple times upon this earth as in that same spirit, but perfected it as Yahweh Shai. There's so many things, man. But if ultimately, if you don't believe that he is and he exists, and you don't believe he's going to send his son to judge this place, you're going to have to deal with some serious issues that we're trying to avoid, man. We want that mark of exemption, that the wah, right? We want to be away from the mark of judgment, So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. This famine's coming, man, but if you think about it, Joseph dealt with the famine, and he stored up. And where we've been storing up, man, we've been storing our treasures and our product in heaven, right? So Lord willing, it's there when we need it. If we be a part of that number, it will be, right? The Lord is not a liar. Yahweh is not a liar. So everything he said will come true. And he said he's going to feed his elect in that day when the rest are in this famine. So, trust in that. Believe in that. Actually, how am I going to miss that scripture? Salakia. All right, this is I think this is it. Therefore, yep, this is Isaiah. This is a good scripture to be wisdom and knowledge for the stability of thy times, man. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh thy power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. This is a future prophecy, man, and we're gonna start seeing that. Now, don't get it twisted. You might have to starve for a minute, and then the Lord bless you with something, and it might just be a little bit to hold you over. Don't be like Israel out there in the time of Egypt, wanting all kinds of fried chicken and waffles. I'm being facetious, man. The quail and the manna. You know what I'm saying? Don't get crazy with it. Just be grateful for what we have, and we got to keep telling ourselves these things and getting it in here, so that when we out there, if we gotta be, we have these things, holding us down for the stability of our times, man. So with that, I want to say shalom.